I don't think we're truly going to know how good a game WWE2K22 will be until we get hands on. And if it's crap, I'm going to be the first person to say it. What is up, people of WWE2K YouTube or Wrestling YouTube, whatever you want to call yourselves? I am the friendly neighbourhood Moomin, and in this video, as it stands, I'm feeling a little bit more optimistic when it comes to WWE2K22. I do have my concerns, I'm not going to lie. I've seen a few things this week though that does give me a little bit more faith, and that is why I'm doing this video today, because I'm going to break them down as to why I don't think we need to be as worried as what we were maybe a week ago. Myself, one of the biggest culprits from that. But I don't think we're truly going to know how good a game WWE2K22 will be until we get hands on. And if it's crap, I'm going to be the first person to say it, okay? We're going to get into a couple of things. I've got a couple of slides on my editing software that I've pulled from various YouTube channels and Twitter. I cannot wait, in all honesty, to create on this game. From what I have seen, I do think we're going to be okay. We've got a full screenshot from a creator wrestler provided by snapshots on Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, if you want to follow myself on Twitter, just follow me at Moomin. The link's going to be in the description of the video. I also regularly do the core review, and I can't wait to be bringing that back onto Twitch. So you can follow me on Twitch as well. The core review and the core workshop, basically two different shows that I do. I will break down your creator wrestler, looking for things like use of body texture, face texture, attention to detail, morphing, that sort of thing. If you want to take part in that, give me a follow on Twitch. The link again will be in the description of the video. And I just can't wait to start creating, as I said, bringing my own pure Wrestling Alliance universe, which is that, the PWA. My creations from there, the likes of Chad Hardy, The Machine, and the things that I used to do on there. People do like them, and I provide what's going to be released in the first week, the PWA Academy. It's in collaboration with another YouTuber and another creator, actually. And we're going to release a set of creator wrestlers that are going to have textures, movesets, body textures, and a gimmick, and you can clearly see the gimmick through the creation. All you need to do is put your own spin on it, your own logos. So if you're interested in any of that, all the links to the description will be below, including, if you're here, why not give me a like and subscribe while you're here, because I am the friendly neighbourhood Moomin, and I'm bringing regular content on wrestling gaming. There is some things I am optimistic about, and as I said, I think we're not going to know until we fully get the game, which is only a few days away now for most of us if you pre-ordered it, depending on the version you've got. I'm going to go over a few slides that I've seen this week. We're going to get into that in a minute. We're going to change screens, and I'll let you know my thoughts in a moment. Right. So first of all, what I do want to go over is how impressive I was with the new NXT 2.0 arena. I don't watch NXT that much. I don't watch much WWE, to be honest, anymore. But it did look really good. And the match between Kevin Owens and Austin Theory, the gameplay looks solid. Can't deny the gameplay does look solid. And the character models look really good as well. Okay? So I'm optimistic in that fashion that the core game and the in-game wrestlers look very good. But I am a creator that deals mainly in custom work. So I'm going to break down a couple of good things and a couple of bad things that I feel, sorry I got an itch, that I feel are going to be things we need to be concerned about, but not overly, all in all honesty. I think we're going to have a good base game. I don't think that's an excuse, as I've said before, but let's go to the first one. Optimistic, okay? This is a creator wrestler that Smack Talks shared on his Twitter. It's obviously been done by the devs. Granted, and it's not as good a screenshot, there is some darkness around the eyes, which I always point out is a thing a lot of people struggle with when creating wrestlers, and there's no body texture. It does look like Ricochet and Jeff Hardy had a child, but there you go. But it looks decent. It looks like a solid 6, 7 out of 10 at what I do on my core review shows. Doesn't look anything out of this world, but it's a clear difference from, if I go to that, from the waxy models and default models that we get with no morphing. So in that aspect, I am quite confident. What I'm not confident about is applying a face texture. Now, although this face texture isn't the best, there's quite some light in there, what you need to try and get rid of when you're making your own. And the background bit, it's not what we do. Not anymore. There wasn't, I'm sure in the video, you couldn't actually make this fit by going diagonally in any direction. It was either up and down or left and right. Now, if you're trying to match the eyes and the nose up, it can be quite difficult and tedious unless your texture is spot on. Which isn't the hardest thing to do, but it's not the easiest either at the same time. So that's a little concerning. Okay. But then what's not concerning, if you do get it right, and this isn't the best texture, this isn't the best work, it has got darkness around the eyes, and I've got an upcoming video of how you can improve on things like that and getting textures just right. And it does look like a bit of a burn victim, and that's because the texture's not fully blended to the skin tone. However, that texture to me, it does look like it pops quite well on the face. And you can tell the difference from it being a core waxy model, from that to now a decent texture and a difference what a texture makes. You can clearly see when you use a face texture, the difference a face texture makes. Add a bit of morphing to the face and you'd be good to go. What I didn't like though is the waxy models are back. They look cartoonish. I don't think it's just the best look. Do apologise. And in this screenshot, I had a look. I don't think there's any different hairs there than what we had on previous iterations. It wouldn't hurt us just to have a few more selections of hair. I know in 2K19 we had the hair glitch, but that sometimes crashed your game. And the model itself, although this had not any sort of blemishes or anything added to it, or any morphing, the waxy models are back. I just think if this is what the models are going to look like without a face texture, we're going to have 200 of these guys on Community Creations on day one. Fortunately. Or with just different hairstyles and different facial hair and things like that. And to up your game, if you're being a core reviewer, you need to use a face texture. And you can even use custom hair textures as well. Come on, up your game, level up. But those were my concerns. And there is another concern that I had that I haven't took a screenshot of. And that was just the body sliders don't seem to be there either anymore. And it is something that I do think some people benefit from, particularly if you're trying to make a certain wrestler. That's it. I'm going to go back and share my thoughts in a moment, and I'm going to break down and just summarise what I think. Okay, so that's my summary and that's my breakdown of what I actually think is going to be an okay game. I don't think, in all honesty, it's going to be any better than 2K19 was creation suite wise. However, we cannot deny on this game, graphically, from the screenshots and the gameplay that we've seen so far, and its particular models, I think I've said the Rock, for example. The Kevin Owens one were very good there as well. So when it comes to graphics and visuals, it looks absolutely stunning. So I think 2K, the showcase mode, for example, will be very enjoyable. My Rise looks quite enjoyable. There is concerns around Creation Suite, but everything is in there. And I do think with the ones that are more talented, like my friend Diffract on Twitter, who I would really recommend joining his Patreon if you want to learn some stuff about core creation. I do a lot of tutorials on YouTube, but I don't go into much detail as he can, and I don't have the talent that he does either. So shout out to him. A shout out as well to Smack Talks for the tweet, and Macho Man, who I got a lot of the screen grabs off, and Delzinkski. All the all the videos that I've seen and I've brought down will be linked in the description as well. And again, if you do want to take part in anything that I do, including these sort of chats, why not follow me on Twitch? Take part in the core review. I'm the Friendly Neighbourhood Moomin over on Twitch as well. Everything social media wise, Twitter, Twitch, all the links are going to be in the description of the video. There isn't much for me left to do. I don't think you'll see another video of me now until the game releases, and I'm going to do a hands-on review as soon as I can. And I will be honest, if it's crap and swear words might be needed, then I will give my honest and swear word opinion. Okay? However, until next time, I am the Friendly Neighbourhood Moomin, and I hope to be able to show you some custom nipples soon. Bye-bye. I am the Friendly Neighbourhood Moomin. And on Twitch, I do the Create a Wrestler workshop and review. Now, you're probably wondering what that is. Wonder how I can show you. I like that for a face texture, ladies and gentlemen. And the points of the nipples are... This is X on my screen. I would rub the nipples out off the body texture because he had nipples already. Breasts with no nipples. It's like a face without eyes. If you want to take part, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, and my YouTube channel is on everything in the links above.